What's going on, everyone? Arlo just released their brand new Pro 3 camera, so let's check it out. Welcome back, everybody. Arlo did send me this camera out to review, so today I thought that we would do an unboxing and I'd give you my first impressions of this camera since it just came out today. As you can see, I have already unboxed it, but we'll jump back to that footage a little bit later. As for right now, let's talk about some of the features. So the first and probably most important feature of this camera is that it has 2K resolution. So it kind of sits right in between the Arlo Pro 2, which is 1080p, and the Arlo Ultra at 4K. Like the Arlo Ultra, this does have high dynamic range, or HDR, which is going to give you a good contrast of lights and darks. You're not going to lose things in the darks or the lights. It's going to have a great blend of detail in the footage. So another new thing in the Pro line is that this does have two-way audio. In addition to the better two-way audio, it also now has an integrated spotlight and colored night vision, both things that their Pro line were missing. It now has a much wider 160-degree view, built-in siren, and now has magnetic charging, so you don't have to worry about trying to plug that plug into the back. This now has just a magnet that just snaps right onto the bottom. It can get wet, it's totally fine. Much better than it was before. Lastly, this model does come in black or white. If you do get the black version, both the camera and the base are going to be black, and it does integrate with the Amazon and Google environments. As of right now, it does not support HomeKit, but that is coming shortly. Okay, so now that we've gone over the features, let's jump back in time when the sun was up and see what comes in this box. So in the box here, we have got the dual cameras here. And like I said, this looks exactly like the Arlo Ultra cameras. A little bit different on the face, if you guys can see that. But on the bottom, we got the same plugs. They got the same batteries in here. So let's set those two aside. Down below that, we have got one charging cable, which notorious for the Arlo systems. You're only going to get one no matter, I believe it's how many you get in the case. So you got one charging cable. Here are some screws for the mounts. Under that, we have got the power brick. Below that, we do have the Smart Hub base station. And one thing that I liked about this, I don't know if you guys can see it through the plastic here, but the USB port is back. And one other thing that I'm looking at down here, there is no slot for the SD card. So SD card slot is gone. We've got our USB port back. Underneath that, we've got our network cable, our power cable, and on the other side here, let's see what we got down here. We've got the two batteries. Now, these are going to be the new Arlo Ultra type batteries, so not like the Pro 2 had. These are going to be the newer versions. We have got one of the magnetic wall mounts, and we have the new tiny plastic security mount. I don't know why they started going with these. I really liked the old metal ones that they had, and you know, oddly enough, the old metal ones that they have come with some of their accessories. So when I got the solar panels, those had the nice big metal ones. But unfortunately, these kits no longer come with them, or at least it seems. So since this is a video on the Arlo Pro 3, I am not going to be comparing it to the Ultra or the Pro 2, but if that is something that you are interested in, let me know in the comments below what you prefer, and I will potentially make my next video on that. But with that said, let's take a look at some footage of this guy. So here are some shots of my daughter and I cleaning up the backyard. One thing I noticed right away when looking back on the footage is that it seemed very dull, kind of almost grayish. I feel like they really needed to boost up the saturation. Quality was pretty good. I would say that it is much better than the Pro 2, definitely not as good as the Ultra, but the quality of this one at 2K was pretty impressive. I also wanted to test out the night vision because the previous Pro 2 model just had the standard night vision. This now has their new colored night vision. So if we take a look at the shot here, you can see that with that added spotlight on top of the camera and that colored night vision, it looks so much better than it used to in the Pro 2. So my initial thoughts with this camera is that it is essentially the Arlo Ultra with just half the resolution and a much cheaper price. The price for an add-on camera is only $199, and the good thing about this camera is that you can do an add-on camera if you have the Pro, Pro 2, or Ultra base station. So you don't have to buy the kit if you don't want to. If you've already got a system and you just want to pick up one of the Pro 3 cameras to play around with and test out, you can do that with this camera right here, which is awesome. At $199, it is definitely in the right price range with its competition. Ring comes in about $199, maybe $175. I've seen it as low as when it's on sale. So right at the same price as this. That is only shooting at 1080p. This is 4K, and it has, like I said, everything that the Arlo Ultra does. Compare this to the Nest IQ, I believe it is. That's $250, and that right there requires a $15 a month subscription per camera. So I would say that if you're comparing it to other cameras out there, its competition, this thing blows it away. I mean, it's right at the same price point, twice as good as the resolution of the competitors with all of the features of the Ultra. But we will be diving more into this camera a little bit later on. I plan on doing a full review in a few weeks. So if you guys have any questions on this camera, put them in the comments below. I will try to get to all of those in the next video. Also, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell next to it. So that way you are notified when the full video comes out, because in that full video, I will be doing a giveaway. That's right, we will be doing a 2-camera giveaway in that video. So keep your eyes open for that. Also, if you guys were not aware, we are currently in the middle of a giveaway with Arlo. I will put a link to that video above. Arlo just came out with a new app, and they are transitioning over by September 30th, which is next week. So if you're not aware, check out that video. There's also a giveaway on that ending next week. Well, if this video is helpful, give it a thumbs up and let me know that you liked it. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.